Good morning, good evening, good afternoon, whenever this happens to arrive in your reality of now. I took our feral into the vet hospital yesterday and had him retested. This time he came back negative for cancer, but full-blown AIDS still. And we chose to euthanize him. We couldn't let him back out, and he was having neurological issues when he was walking. So there'll be it sucked. I held his head in my hands and kissed him as they euthanized him. And all I could say is, I'm so sorry. It was important to me to teach him that he was safe and cared for. And that didn't work the way that I hoped it would. So my laptop is popping up with stuff. Probably stuff I should be looking at. And anyhow, I'll just delete it. I'm not really into computers. So, I wish to pull a card for Moon, and my cat scratches on my legs are hot, inflamed, and in a stasis of repair. One of the things that really surprised me, my scent of smell has always been incredibly strong. It got stronger with each pregnancy, and you could smell his sick. And his litter box, everything was in my room to try and keep him out of the rest of the house because of his contagion issues. So, yesterday I cleaned out, switched out my sheets, tossed his toys, his litter box, the things that we'd gotten for him. And it was hard. It felt like such a success when he would come up to my lap and walk into the house. And anyhow, in some ways I know it is a success because the other ferals outside, there's 2 females, one's got a litter of kittens, and I couldn't ethically release him back out on the streets knowing that he would spread that, and they weren't being cared for either. And so it was hard. All right, a card for Moon. We're using the Sacred Geometry cards. Let me see if there's a way you can see them. Here we go. That kind of works. Hi, Iago. Rainbow chicken. Step up. Gentle. Here we go. Gentle. You gotta walk to my shoulder. I'm gonna need that arm. Here's Iago. Iago, you guys now see him. You can see the cards, we can't see him. Once we get our Moon card, I'll flip it so you can see him. All right, a card for Moon. When I was at the vet's hospital, the vet technician had heard about how we had to test all of our kisses. How we had to test all of our house cats and see if Moon had infected them because we'd been letting them in our house. That's my ear. All right, a card for Moon. Beautiful. Card number 22. 22 has a lot to do with mastership. The frequency of the divine masculine supports our strong, focused, and active side, allowing us to express itself. I think that's my ear. Oh, that tickles me. express itself while helping us bring our dreams and ideas into form with kindness and wisdom. The vet technician, when she heard of our story and the programs, the feral cat programs I had been reaching and contacting to figure out what can I do, what options do we have. Ow, ow, honey, no. No, I am not food. And she had heard about that. She looks at me and she goes, "No kind deed goes unpunished." Blue. And I have to admit, I didn't like the fact that I agreed with her. Kindness is one of my favorite acts. And I love, you can't have my ear. Have this. All right, if he keeps distracting, I'll put him back up there. Here, let me put him up so you can see. Hi, Iago, can you say hi? Here. Okay. So, the vet tech, she goes, "No kind deed goes unpunished." And I thought, that's so fucking accurate in our society. The nice, kind, giving, supportive energy is often overlooked and barreled under. And it's one of my, I didn't like agreeing with that statement, but I felt in my body that, yeah, I know. I regret letting him in my house. It cost us and it hurt. At the same time, I'll never know how it helped the other ferals, which ones don't catch AIDS, which ones are now safer. I can logically say I did my best, and I can see, I went through every avenue of trying to find other options. And that also cost more. If I would have had them euthanize him at SPCA when they said this is what needs to happen, I would have saved a lot of money. Instead, I was hoping that I could find another option. My hope for him, watching that die and fade and go away, that hurt. Sometimes there isn't a pretty ending, and that's life. Anyhow, so divine masculine, moon, 22. Twos and twos. To me, twos has a lot to do with the hermit power, with meditation, the color orange, being ready to be ready to be ready. His last couple of weeks was really calm, peaceful. He got to the point where he'd jump up on my bed, curl into my lap. And he enjoyed the space with me. Hey, Iago. Iago did get less time with me because of it. I don't let Iago be in the room when he is in the room because he already had enough triggers. And it was important that he be as calm. So, divine masculine for moon, no nipping. And a card for the energy that our interaction brought him. Our interaction. That's interesting. 2 cards fell. Face up was forgiveness. I think his previous people were very unkind to him. I kept holding him and telling him, not all people are icky, not all people are bad. There's good people there. There's good people that love you, that want you, that care about you. There's good people that it matters that you have a full meal. And whenever the rainstorms came, we always made sure to let him in the house. All right, let me see. This one fell face down. I'm sorry, Iago. I know, your perch is awfully moving. Abundance! Thank you. Thank you for sharing. Forgiveness, abundance, interesting. And that's my ear, honey. All right, we're gonna do some light language. Do you wanna go back? Is he, yeah, but you wanna go back? He's like, no. All right. Bring your focus, let me slip off my sandals. Bring your focus to your feet. If you can, have your feet fully on the ground. As I work the subtle energies through collective conscious energy, I'll be touching your ankles and then touching the back of your neck. Honey, all right, I'm gonna have to put him aside. I'm not gonna be able to focus and still. Here we go. Come on. I know. He's like, I want to stay with you. All right. Sorry about that. 11:09. Okay. Bring your focus to your feet. I'll be touching your ankles and the back of your neck. Your ankles, one, because of how it's connected to your organs, and because it's a very sensitive part of the skin. As you connect more into your divine self, you can see things, hear things, smell things, feel things that our Western world doesn't acknowledge or bring enlightenment to. As your reality of self shows case in point, proof, it helps you feel more stable, secure, confident in who you are, what you are, and all the choices that led you to your now. So that's why I'm going to be targeting those points. I'll eventually be, and they make pyramids for me. I see pyramids when, and it's actually facing. So it's a triangle, your ankles, and then your neck. I'll eventually be doing light language that reverses, and that energy is going to be focusing on Father Sky and bringing that in. This energy focuses on Pachamama, Middle Earth, and brings it up. The reason I'm doing that is it helps with the pH balance. It helps energy that you don't know how to get rid of, parts of you that think you're injured, that isn't injured, past life energies, subconscious programs, the things you're unaware of. That's what I'm targeting to the best of what I do. And so that's why those points. If you're physically outside and in a quiet place by yourself, you can bring your attention to your breath and focus on that. When you start feeling, seeing, and sensing more energies around you, it really helps. So I've had a lot of really incredible defying physics stuff happen. And some of what kept me upset is everybody should get this. And one of the things I feel that we are lacking in the United States is our shamans. A shaman is able to transmute energy and affect Mother Nature in certain ways, and it's because she works hand in hand with Mother Nature continuously and always. Mother Nature takes the energy that isn't for you. That's why the ankles, my focus on your ankles, I'm bringing that energy to her as much as possible because she's doing the work. Me, I'm using focused intent. I've had amazing things happen with focused intent. And when I went through and visited the neurologist, I was surprised with how well that was. There's certain bands of power that shamans have, and it makes it to where injuries and harm ricochet around them. They are protected. They are chosen. Everybody is. But if your emotional body doesn't accept or understand that, you have low self-esteem issues. Many, 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 many light workers and healers heal themselves up to the best that they can, and then they put their focus on healing others because they can no longer heal themselves. They just, well, my mommy this, my daddy that, my ex this, my blah, blah, blah that. They get stuck in a cognitive process of low density emotions. I wish to help clarify, cleanse, and detangle that kind of energy. All right. Okay. Back to focusing on your feet. Take a deep breath in. And a slow breath out. Kuyanaya kuyanuhaya noya moya haya moya haya moya haya moya haya haya kuyanaya swindana shasatuya tariyatus kumaniasa nuya shasatriya sutu samaniya tariyasa shusutu kumana Niana moya sashasutriata rashishumana yanania satria satakumanata. Bring that energy up. Kuyanamania sashasatruya sakushamaniatariata kashamoniataria. It's in the solar plexus now. Kwasha satatisha satukumanania satarshumaniata kunishamaniata. Nia sashasa. Nia tuteriasa ya koya moisa. Hoya moyata kaya. Nuya namonaya moisatria susha. Niatria satria susha manayata kusha manayata. To the neck. Kwasha sasha sutriano. Noyana moyana monana monana satria satria masa satria satria honomania satria shukumaniatariata. Rain down healing, protection, and blessings. Kuyana monia sasha sataya sataya samaniataya. Kuyana monia sasha satria kamonia sasha satria tria sataya. And disperse. Thank you. All right. I'm gonna pull a sacred geometry card. Passion's on the bottom. What's top? Intuition. We're gonna be shuffling now. Let me see if I can bend this down so you can see the cards. There you go. Thank you. Passion was on the bottom. All right, now on the bottom is healing. And top, reflection. Oh, 33. 34. Oh, lovely, lovely, lovely. Okay. Have a great day. Take good care of yourself. When you drink, be aware of it. When you eat, think the food. Think the food. Think the water. When you think the things that nourish you, when you bring gratitude, awareness, that also permission base allows you to heal. I do a lot of work with my telomeres, and I'm into anti-aging and biohacking and cleansing the vessel. Little things like that aren't little. They make a big difference. When you show gratitude, thankfulness, appreciation, your senses open up and permits more. Take care. Be well.